name is Don Louvier, a maintenance manager at Hudson Industries. We're a metal stamper for Ford and Toyota and Mitsubishi. We make component parts, door rail systems for the automotive industry. We have 3 roll formers. We have 5 progressive presses ranging from 400 tons to 600 tons. Originally, this particular feeder is installed on a 600-ton Burson press. It had a light tail feed and straightening system on it, which did not give us this broader range. We could run the lighter materials, but we're unable to run the heavier materials in that feed system. As far as once this was sent to COE, they did a complete drives upgrade on the feeder, on the straightener, rebuilt the derailleur, and when it was brought in here, it was a completed unit. Installation was only 2 days and included all wiring, running conduit, air lines, everything. Tie into the press was extremely simple. COE's interface between the two is just a single relay. It's pretty simple. Thinnest material we run over there is 32 thousandths by 33 inches wide, so it's extremely thin for a feeder with large diameter rolls on it. Then we go to a high strength HLS 60 that's almost a 1/4 inch thick and about 11 inches wide. So I mean that's a pretty broad range. I mean most feed units you can handle one grouping or the other. Part of the issue and part of the problem for COE was to make a feeder that had a really broad range. Now this feeder, when it was part of its upgrade, was increased roller sizes to handle heavier materials. But what happened was when we ran the thinner materials, because it was so much beefier, that it would actually stretch the thinner materials. When we first ran it, we noticed there was an issue. COE then went back and designed a clutch system off of the derailleur so that it would compensate for that, instead of trying to, so it didn't, like you call it, clock spring off of there. They put a clutch on there for the lighter materials that allow us to pull off of there without stretching the material. We had a system within our corporation that we could upgrade. Cost in itself on the upgrade versus a new system gave us that advantage in availability to help keep costs down. I mean, let's face it, we're all in here to make money. Part of that is being able to take available resources, improve them to meet what your needs are now. Because we can use the same press for a multiple grouping of materials, we don't have to have multiple presses, which keeps our overhead down and our capital expenses down. I find that with COE Press, a lot of places have 24-hour numbers and you wait hours for them to call you back. COE Press is extremely prompt on calling me back. I've had the opportunity to use that a few times. People that I deal with at COE are extremely knowledgeable. They're willing to do what they got to do to help me out, which I appreciate. It was extremely easy. We actually allotted more time than we needed to get this project done because it only took half the time, which was nice. For me, that's a plus. When we fired up, there was no issues. We just ran, which was great. We plugged in the recipe and away it went. By looking at some of the things that they did to beef up this 54-inch, those are types of things that we need on this one. So that's why we went to COE and say, hey, we know you guys did this. This is working out really good. We need to start looking at the same things. In doing so, that they've stepped up to the plate. They've already got the designs figured out, what they need to do.